This club, I'm on you, Master Duel. I'm gonna be showing you some replays. I had to swallow at the same time, so that's all just a little weird. But yeah, sorry for not uploading. Just haven't been playing Master Duel as much, but I have enough replay saved to make 2 videos. But yeah, just I've just been chilling because had a 3-day weekend, so I was just sort of enjoying that instead of just uploading. But yeah, I know I said in the other video I'm back and gonna upload. I don't know, I just haven't been playing Master Duel as much and enjoying other games and doing other stuff. But yeah, I'm close to Master without even trying, even though I haven't played much this season. Like, I'm close to it. I don't know if I want to get to there, because, I don't know, my opponent used Earthworm Gym, like, pretty early, I'm not gonna lie. Just, I made it on white, I'm like, alright, it's fine. Well, actually, no. My opponent should have maybe... Well, actually, no, it's fine. I think I got confused with another duel. But I was fine with that. Like, whatever. I can still make it work. Because, yeah, Crimson Dragon. Get Rumble. Yeah, I think I got confused with another duel when I said that. That's fine to use it on Maiden. So, yeah, I could still pretty much do my combo without Maiden, which is really nice. Oh yeah, this is Primite with Dragon Master Magia. I forgot to mention that. I was just sort of looking at this duel just to see what was happening. But yeah, this is my way of using Primite with Dragon Master Magia. I'll show you in a bit, because I don't think I used Primite in this replay. But yeah, just, I don't know, I'm close to Master without even just going, oh, I want to get to Master and just, I'll duel a lot and get to there. No, I'm just noticed. I'm like, like, yeah, I've just been winning a lot with my Blue Eyes deck, which is really nice. But I guess another reason why I didn't really bother with rank was because I was playing TCG Pocket Rank this month more than Master Duel. My opponent used Chaos Angel, and unfortunately I couldn't negate Druid Swarm. But then I realized after, I didn't realize straight away, my opponent was using Synchro Summon Chaos Angel with a Dark and Light monster. Actually, no, yeah, you'll see Primite here later. So I just couldn't get rid of my opponent's monster, unfortunately. So this is when I realized after that my opponent used a light monster, because it says if it's no, dark, I mean. Yeah, I forgot how if you synchro for dark monster, it can't be destroyed by battle. And it can't be... And it's unaffected by... Yeah, if it's used by a light monster. Synchro summon light monster, it's unaffected. So that's annoying. But yeah, I don't know if my opponent didn't read my cards or anything, because yeah, my cards can't be destroyed for the first time each, thanks to Stifler Dragon. But yeah, I just realized after, and I was like, oh, damn, like, then my opponent did that, and I'm just like, I might as well just negate it. Like, I'm just gonna negate it. Then I just destroyed one of my cards, because, actually, no, but I can't even destroy it anyway. I couldn't even destroy my card, I just meant, like, target one of my cards, because it's not gonna get destroyed anyway, thanks to Stifler Dragon. So yeah, I thought, why not deal some damage? You know, I can't get rid of it yet, Chaos Angel, but why not just deal some damage? And I did. But I was just waiting for Majesty or something to... just to spell a trap to get rid of Chaos Angel. I did deal a lot of damage, but still wasn't enough. But yeah, my opponent screwed up, just didn't know about Stifler Dragon, but it's all good. I kind of screwed up too. My opponent went to use that again. I'm like, nope. Negate. Did I target the Synchro this time? Yep. Then my opponent tried using Horus. Get out of here. Ash Blossom. That got negated. If my opponent wants to do anything else, I still have another negate. I thought just negate it, just in case, because, you know, I don't want my opponent getting Like my opponent getting like one card and they'll save them or something. So here I get the Primite Spell card, and it's GG. Because now I can get the spell card that banishes a card on the field, and my opponent knew that and left. So yeah. Now, I'll talk about it after in the next replay. So, the way I use Primite with Blue Eyes now, until Kaibaman releases, Legend of Justice Kaibaman, I don't run the Primite Dragon. The one that's level 4, I think, or less, that gets you a Primite Spell card. I just use my Blue Eyes deck with the Primite Spell card. So I just have 2 copies of the Primite Spell card that searches a Primite card, and 1 copy of that spell card that banishes if I have a Primite or normal monster in my hand or field. I just wanted to see how it was to use the Primite Spell cards with my Blue Eyes deck, the spell cards. Because, is this where my opponent used it early? Yeah, this is the duel where my opponent used it early. This is what I was talking about before, where my opponent used it early. Here, like, I was just like, okay, like, sure. Because the thing is, you kind of need Master with Eyes of Blue to be your second normal summon, to do the whole Dragon Master Magia thing. Whereas Primite, you know, you'll summon Primite in your first turn, but then sometimes you need to summon Sage. Like, yeah, you need to summon Sage and Master. But with Primite, that Primite Dragon, I just couldn't. I don't know, I just couldn't. Like, there are other ways. You just have to use other extra deck monsters and this and that. I'm like, I can't be bothered crafting new cards and doing new combos. I'm just going to keep it simple until Kaibaman releases. But just to have 1 copy of that spell card and 2 Primite spell cards. If I get them, cool. That's free negate, because I pretty mumuch have Blue Eyes White Dragon in my hand or on the field. And that Primite spell card can actually special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck or something like that. So you can just pretty much do that during the end phase, and yeah, there's the spell card negate Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field. And then you have all these other negates thanks to these Synchro Dragons and Dragon Master Magia. Here I think I couldn't summon Magia, but I still had Effect Veiler, Stifler, Ultimate Spirit, so it was all good. Then my opponent left. Yeah, he probably should have waited, but yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to see how it was using the spell cards only with my usual Blue Eyes deck, and it's actually been doing pretty well. Like, I've won a lot of duels. I think I won like 10 duels in a row or something like that. Yeah, it's just been pretty good. I don't need that dragon. Like, it just, you know, I don't need that dragon. So yeah, it's been going really well. Here I was like fine if my opponent used Effect Fail on Infinite Opponents, because I have these free trap cards. But my opponent didn't have anything, so that was nice. So I summoned Spirit, and I used Spirit to get Mausoleum. But I don't know if someone's going to call me crazy or not now for not using the dragon, but honestly, if you want to summon Magia easily, if you're a Blue Eyes deck and want to use Primite, just don't run the dragon. You can if you want, but yeah. I haven't really summoned Magia much in this video, just because of this sort of hand. But I did summon Magia in the first duel, so that's fine. I think I summoned Magia in the 2 other duels anyway. So yeah, I summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then I used Rumble. Let's get Maiden on the field. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. You know, the usual thing. I was fine to not have Dragon Master Magia because I have these trap cards, which are insane, guys. They're insane. They're insane. Team Samurai X. They're insane, guys. They're insane. Insane. Anti-Spell Fragrance. Some stupid Sky Striker spell card. My opponent realized I could negate it, and left. In this duel, I said to go second because I know someone's going to complain about, you only show duels where you go first. Well, I just happened to win the coin toss a lot. But this duel and the next duel, they'll both, yeah, they're just duels where I go second. So I'm showing you some duels where I go second, at least. So here my opponent's using Primite and Blue Eyes, I believe. So I use Infinite Permanence on Primite. And if my opponent wanted to link Spirit, I would just use Ash Blossom. But my opponent already had Mausoleum, so I was like, damn. But at least my opponent couldn't really do too much here. So I did use Ash Blossom here, even though my opponent can still get Blue Eyes White Dragon with Mausoleum and Spirit. But at least my opponent doesn't have another Blue Eyes to synchro to have like 2 Blue Eye Spirit Dragons. So I was fine if my opponent did that. I don't know what, my opponent was, I guess it's because, did I have Max C? No. I don't know why my opponent just didn't use Spirit Visor Blue. That was like a huge misplay. And then used, what, True Light to get Ultimate Fusion. My opponent still could have like done some stuff there, but sure. So here my opponent went to, yeah, I guess Special Summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Which I was like, whatever, that's fine. Because I'm pretty much going to do the same thing to my opponent. Then my opponent summoned Maiden. I could have negated it, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Waiting for the right moment. I don't know why my opponent just didn't summon Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, but yeah. It's really weird. So here I special summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm just pretty much waiting for my opponent's ultimate fusion. So here I used Wishes. Got ultimate because I can pretty much summon Dragon Master Magia. And then I'm pretty much waiting for, yeah, ultimate fusion. And then I was like, alright, cool, finally. So I used True Light to set Majesty. Then my opponent fusion summoned Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon and destroyed True Light, which I already knew that was going to happen. So I summoned Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. And then yeah, True Light destroys. Then I use the effect to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then I used Wishes, Roar to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then I used Ultimate Fusion and destroyed True Light. I mean, I guess I couldn't summon Magia. I mean, I could have, but just my opponent did the whole True Light thing and all that. It's fine. Ultimate Fusion, it's all good. So here I attacked and attacked. And then I got Infinite Permanence back. I set down True Light, and I'm just pretty much chilling. I'm not going to lie, I did activate something early by accident, and that was using that there. I wasn't meant to use it. Then my opponent just didn't use True Light. I'm like, okay. If my opponent had Majesty, I would have just used Cold by the Grave on my opponent's Blue Eyes White Dragon. Ah, which they don't have. Never mind, they don't have Blue Eyes White Dragon. So that's why I was kind of fine. I attacked and yeah. My opponent wasn't the greatest Blue Eyes player, unfortunately. Just, unfortunately for them, just, yeah, they just didn't summon Spirit Visor Blue. I don't know why. It's weird. I think this person is also using Blue Eyes. I think. Let me see here. Oh no, this is a meta. I think this is a meta player. Yeah, just did all of this Musketeer stuff, or whatever the hell it's called, to that Fiendsmith link. And I'm like, are you kidding me, man? So I used Ash Blossom to negate that, and my opponent, yeah, couldn't negate it, so that was nice. And that was all my opponent could do, and I was like, sweet. I was going to use Duel anyway, but yeah. See, I used Maiden to get True Light. I summoned Sage to get the White Stone of Ancients. So then I got Spirit Visor Blue. And I used the effect. My opponent used Effect Veiler, and I'm like, that's alright, that's all good. So Effect Veiler. And I use True Light to pretty much get something, but then my opponent used Ghost Ogre and destroyed True Light. So that sucks. Do I have Blue Eyes White Dragon? No, I don't. So I was like, but my opponent doesn't have a lot of cards in their hand, so I'm like, whatever, it's fine. My opponent went to use that, and I'm just like, ugh, great. But I have Droll, so my opponent cannot use that spell card now, thanks to Droll. Then my opponent activated that to summon that Fiendsmith monster, then did that, and attacked. Oh man, thanks Droll. Oh god. So here I got the Primite Spell card, I used it. I got the Primite Spell. Then I summoned Neo to summon Spirit Visor Blue. Use Spirit, and then also used Neo. What do I put with Neo? Jet Dragon, okay. Then I use Mausoleum. Yeah, it sucks how I didn't use Magia and the Primite Spell card much in this video. I think in the next video I do, but in this one, yeah, just there wasn't much Magia, unfortunately. But you get it. You pretty much get it. My opponent used Nibiru. Nibiru. So I used Majesty, destroyed Nibiru, summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. And then I used True Light to summon, to get Raw actually, to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. So I'm pretty much just going to use Indigo and Blue Eyes White Dragon and pretty much finish off my opponent. So Indigo is not like the most amazing card because it's not something you can just summon and chill with. But in these situations, it's amazing. It's really good. Alright, I think this is the deck. Yes, it is. This is the deck. Yeah, it's gone, pretty well. I think one of the duels I said I could summon Magia if my opponent didn't do anything. But yeah, just Ultimate Fusion to my True Light. I should have gotten Neo, to be honest, and not Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But I don't know, I just had the mindset. Maybe I can still summon Magia, but yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. This is the way I use Primite with Magia. Just saves me so much not using that dragon, because I need a normal summon Sage and Master, pretty much. And yeah, see you later. Bye.